Oh, my first day on the streets is a very empty feeling.
Sheila lost everything. Everything. I mean, she lost her family, she lost her job, she lost her income, she lost her house, she lost her dignity, she lost her pride, she lost her safety, her sense of security, and she did that for a decade.
People ignore the homeless. Most people don't even want to realize there are homeless. Before I became homeless, I didn't even know there were homeless people in America, let alone in my precious Kansas City, until I became one. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is real.
Sheila was severely abused by her husband. It was a bad case where her shoulder was broken. She lost her job, she lost her self-esteem, self-worth. So she pretty much lost everything because she couldn't go to work, she couldn't function.
This is the first time I've been here since May 2nd, 2014. Pretty much looks the same. It never changes.
We would meet with Sheila on a daily basis on the streets, outside of wherever she was staying, and talk about how we could help her and what she wanted to do with her life. And we would do what we called Eyes on Meds. So we did daily medication with her, and we would talk about how medication and could play a role in her recovery and her ability to get back into housing and stabilize her living condition.
I have schizophrenia, and it's treated with Seroquel. I take the generic version to cut down on cost.
Schizophrenia spectrum disorder, we would call it, and it's a group of disorders that happen in teen years, young adults, sometimes in middle age, like Sheila, where people begin to lose touch with reality, and they kind of end up living in a dream world that's more real to them than the world around them. They begin to hear voices that can be praising or end up being very condemning and hostile, can direct them to do things that are against their better judgment. There's a wide variety of factors. A lot of the people we work with didn't live on the street till they had the onset of their major mental illness. And they either fled their homes or they were kicked out of their homes. And they're not able to negotiate the streets or life. They're not able to find jobs and work because they just can't think in that way. And the reaction is to run away and hide.
This is one of the overpasses that provided shelter from the weather, snow, rain, sleet, no heat. This brings back so many memories. Fear, life, death. Those cables up there sometimes will provide heat.
Without Truman Behavioral Health Services and the support of Truman, Sheila would likely be dead or in prison.
Yeah, so we at Behavioral Health have a whole department just devoted to our homeless folks. Our homeless outreach folks actually go out to the homeless camps. They will go under bridges. They will find people where they are at. We have a staff person who does ride-alongs with the police department, so when they're making some of their wellness checks, our staff person will go with them, and then we'll get referrals that way. The good part about what we do and how we do it is you don't actually have to officially walk in our door before we can start services. So we can start services with you wherever you're at.
So we go find them where they're at. We're in the jails, we're in the county jails. We go on the streets, we have clinics out in the neighborhoods. We do everything we can to find the person and just meet them where they're at.
They gave me a life. They taught me to be responsible, accountable, to remove the stigma of mental illness.
We believe in the basic worth and dignity of every human being.
We are part of their lives. We oftentimes are their family because they have nobody else, or they've burnt all other bridges out there. So when all else fails, they know we're always going to be there. Someone here is going to be here for them. We are their lifeline. we have seen some people grow into human beings that we could never have imagined. And I do contribute that to the support we've provided them, that they were able to get jobs, live on their own.
Sheila wants to get another job. She wants to gradually move into management. She wants a car so she has the freedom of mobility. She wants to have relationships in her life with close friends, and she wants all the things we want.
She is just like a ray of sunlight. She always keeps a smile on her face regardless.
She knew what she wanted. She wasn't sure how to get there on her own. We kind of gave her the assistance and support she needed to do those things, but she's a very grateful and gracious lady. I just enjoyed working with her a great deal.
Truman gave me a life. They gave me a second chance. And I am going to play the cards I've been dealt. I'm not a poker player, but I think I've got a pretty good hand.